Welcome to the Las Cruces Public Schools Special Education Department's review of the Corrective Action Plan for school years 2017-2018 regarding Indicator 11. Thank you for joining us for this informative review of the Corrective Action Plan. We will take a look at several department documents in this webinar that were sent to you by email. Our Corrective Action Plan. Our goal for a Corrective Action Plan is to meet the compliance target of 100% by completing initial evaluations within 60 days of the parent's written consent. The Indicator 11 CAP is designed to correct the non-compliance of Indicator 11. The CAP is a plan of specific actions to be taken by the district, and the New Mexico Public Education Department will randomly select student files to review for compliance with Indicator 11 in July 2017.
The letter of determination was dated February 12, 2017. The annual determination of needs intervention for school year 15-16. We achieved Indicator 12 with 100%. We are compliant with data not reliable. We had substantial compliance with Indicator 11 at 99.2%. However, Indicator 11 has continued non-compliance. LCPS is required to complete a corrective action plan for the continued non-compliance of Indicator 11. Non-compliance is to be corrected by December 9th, 2017.
Indicator 11 60-day timeline procedural guidance. Lead evaluator finalize parent permission to test. Identify 60 calendar day due date and timeline. By day 15 of signing the parent permission to test, the following should be completed. Lead evaluator and evaluators identified. All evaluators notified and received evaluation packet. Schedule test date for students needing evaluation. 30 days out. Evaluators should be wrapping up evaluations. Notify supervising coordinator if evaluators feel they may need support. 50 days out. Evaluators should have MET scheduled with parents. 60 days out. Evaluation and MET complete.
Multidisciplinary evaluation team. The purpose: to provide written guidance to all service personnel on how to conduct evaluations in accordance with the IDEA and state rules for services for students with disabilities. It provides integrated report from a variety of evaluators. Parents will receive one evaluation report from the district and allows for multiple submissions from multiple evaluators. In summary, all evaluators work as a team via evaluation and report to provide parents a thorough evaluation report with all data in one location. Lead evaluator responsibilities. The purpose is to provide written guidance to all service personnel on how to conduct evaluations in accordance with the IDEA and state rules for services for students with disabilities. It identifies individuals' responsibilities prior and during the evaluation, for reports, meeting with parents, and when missing an indicator. In summary, the PG provides and defines each individual evaluator's role when conducting an evaluation.
Professional judgment procedural guidance. The purpose of this procedural guidance is to ensure that the team uses professional expertise to interpret evaluation data and determine student eligibility. Prior to the multidisciplinary evaluation team, otherwise known as the MET meeting, team members should consult with each other. This is critical when evaluation results lead to questions from various participants in the meeting. All questions should be answered prior to the MET, which includes parents. The MET has three options in determining eligibility. Decisions must be based on meeting criteria for disability because eligibility for special education services is two-pronged. The first prong is that you must meet and have a disability. Options include no, eligibility cannot be considered. In this case, students are not eligible to receive special education services. Option number two, yes, the child meets eligibility and needs specialized education or services. At this time, once the MET meeting has been completed, the staff would proceed to an IEP either immediately following the MET or at a predetermined later date. Third option is yes. However, the student does not need specialized education or services. In this case, the student could be considered for a 504 plan if appropriate, or return to the SAP process for future interventions as needed. In summary, professional judgment must be utilized within the context of the law and throughout the entire evaluation process. Please review the professional judgment procedural guidance included in your presentation packet. Additional professional development on this topic and other areas of special education will be provided in August.
Indicator 11 report. Special Education Data Coordinator provides special education coordinators daily documentation containing the following information: student name and ID number, consent received date, open close, which is the day parent permission to test is open and then finalized, days since consent, type of evaluation, school name. The special education coordinator will email the evaluation team 30 days before evaluation is due to ascertain progress. If appropriate, the coordinator will reassign the evaluation to ensure completion in order to meet Indicator 11. Indicator 11, evaluation flow chart. Student assistant team, SAT Tier 2. Student refer for evaluation to determine eligibility and possible need for special education and related service. Informed consent from parent obtained by the lead evaluator. This starts the 60-day window for Indicator 11 compliance. SAT Tier 3, formal assessment and initial evaluation conducted. Completion of the evaluation stops the 60-day timeline. Eligibility determination. Student does not meet eligibility and referral goes back to SAT to determine if interventions are needed. Student meets eligibility for services under IDEA. An individual education program, IEP, is developed and implemented.
District evaluation teams. The purpose is to ensure all students have appropriate evaluations in all areas of suspected disability. Teams provide collaboration, additional viewpoints, additional data, and professional judgment. In summary, student receives appropriate evaluation by identifying strengths and areas of need in order to determine if there is an eligibility for special education services, as identified through IDEA, for services for students with disabilities.
As stated earlier, the New Mexico Public Education Department will select random files to review in July to ensure compliance. Please be sure all documents have been reviewed and are finalized by the end of each IEP meeting.
In the event we do not meet the 60-day timeline for the initial evaluation, we must complete the compliance form indicator 11, located in Synergy under ad hoc docs. The evaluator who misses the timeline will immediately contact their special education coordinator for directions. In addition, the form will be completed and submitted by the evaluator that missed the timeline to the special education coordinator who oversees that discipline. When completing the form, please select the appropriate reason code. 7, student died. 15, parent refused to provide consent for evaluation for initial services. 17, parent fails or refuses to produce the child for evaluation at least 3 documented attempts. Or 20, student moved out of the school district's educational jurisdiction.
At this point in time, we are projected to be 100% compliant for Indicator 11 for school year 2016-17. This is due to the great teamwork between evaluators and schools. Teamwork is defined by Henry Ford as coming together as a beginning, keeping together as progress, and working together as success.
As in the words of my childhood hero, G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle.
Thank you for attending this webinar. After this webinar, please complete the SurveyMonkey activity. Completing the survey will ensure that you get credit for attending this required professional development. Thank you, and have a good day.